Before the assessment or before your students arrive, you will ensure the following has been completed or prepared. Review the manual and materials, gather student information, prepare for allowable language supports as needed, prepare for accommodations per IEP or 504 plan, and gather materials. The operational score sheet will arrive pre-labeled for students enrolled in Synergy at the time of printing. Please indicate if the student requires accessibility supports provided by the CAM. This includes the language designated support. The operational score sheet must include the name of the test administrator or TA at the time of each assessment. Blank score sheets will be provided for those students for whom you do not have a pre-labeled score sheet. To fill out a blank score sheet, please include the student's first and last name, school, and the student's 6-digit PPS ID number found in Synergy. These materials come from ODE and ask for an SSID number. However, we at SPP enter the data and send the data only to ODE and do not require the SSID number. When filling out a non-labeled score sheet, please use the PPS ID number to expedite the process for our data entry staff. You will use these test attempt and administrative codes for each measure and segment of the assessment. This section is for reference only. Please refer back to these codes as you fill out each measure and segment of the assessment. The Y test attempt code is used for students given the opportunity to test. They may or may not finish the assessment, but an assessor sat down and attempted to administer. The N test attempt code is used when a student is not given the opportunity to test. They were never presented the assessment. Here are the codes applicable to a Y test attempt code. I will highlight a few. The most common code is 0. This code means that there were no special circumstances involving the student's assessment. Code 3 would be used if an assessor allowed the student to access assistance or a resource not allowed by the CAM. This would be modifying the assessment outside the guidelines of the CAM. This is also an impropriety and testing help would need to be contacted. Here are the codes applicable to an N test attempt code. I will highlight a few. 9 is used when a parent exempts their student from the assessment. D is used when a student is repeating kindergarten. As a reminder, the first 3 sections need to be fully and properly filled out. The test and administrative code section is for reference only. Please contact testing help with any questions. When filling out the early literacy portion, each measure needs an attempt code, an administrative code, number the student was correct, and finally the date the assessment was administered. When filling out the early math portion, each measure needs an attempt code, an administrative code, and date the assessment was administered. These are reminders for scoring accurately. The testing help team and others within SPP enter all the OKA data from the early literacy, early math, and approaches to learning. The turnaround time from close of the testing window to data submission is within weeks of each other. Due to limited resources and to avoid improprieties, the operation score sheets must be properly filled out.